Now, Storm Tracker 9 weather with Chief Meteorologist Justin Stapleton.
A low disturbance continues to drift slowly southward through the state of Oregon. It's produced some hail across some of the valley earlier today. We've seen some light rain to moderate rain in some spots and also still snow. Now, officially, our snow levels around Salem are at around 2,900 feet. But because we've got really cold nature of the air above the surface and you get a real good heavy shower coming through, that basically can take that snow line and pull it down into the foothills to around 1,000 feet or so, which was sort of seen kind of a quick sprinkling around. Let's go outside to the storm tracker and I'll show you what we've got on a quick live update right now. So things still continuing to be a little snowy out there across parts of the Cascades. Now the best news is Hoodoo getting ready to set to open up for the first time this year on Friday, and we'll keep our fingers crossed that we can continue to get some at least additional snowfall, at least not only through tonight and early tomorrow, but possibly later on into the week and the weekend as well. So here we go as we still have a little bit of moisture drifting inland there. You can see some of it changing over to snow as it gets into the coast range, back to rain down to the valley, and then back to snow as you get above around 15 to 2,000 feet. So good little dosing across parts of the Cascades as well, moving their way through the central Cascades. And then again, Salem, just south of there, we're getting our last sort of big shower that we've got on the radar. And then also as you get down Highway 58, a little quick changeover too. Now again, it's very wet snow. We're not talking about the real dry powdery stuff. The dry air not there yet. It will start to come into the forecast over the next 4 to 5 days. Freeze watches and frost advisories out for the south coast. Those go through tomorrow morning in anticipation of what is going to be some cold overnights there as well. Started off this morning at 32 degrees, so a little below where we should be. Did get up to 45. And in terms of official rain, only picked up just a couple hundredths of an inch across the state. Cold out in Pendleton in the 20s today, 36 in the Dalles, mid 40s to low 40s up and down the I-5. A little warmer out towards North Bend at 55 today. Right now, we're sitting at around 37 at Corvallis to 36 down to Cottage Grove, 39 in Eugene, upper 20s out in Central Oregon, and still in the 40s out to the coast. So a little bubble of high pressure will start to shut off the waterworks here, what's left over of those anyway. But we've got this whole big mess of cold Arctic air from this big area of high pressure in Western Canada spilling southward. And as it does, you can see we'll see the winds start to take more of an offshore push. That should shut down any leftover scattered showers by early tomorrow afternoon, I think at best, in the mountains. And then we're watching for some much colder air to start building in by late week. Thursday and Friday, highs might struggle to get close to freezing, and we could be looking at a potential for some icy precipitation and sort of a wintry mix as we get another system moving in on Saturday. Cold air is dense. It's hard to move, and once it's there, you put in some moisture over top of it. That's where we could see some trouble. So we'll continue to kind of fine-tune that forecast. But right now, we're just going to be watching the cold, dry air come in for the next couple of days. So cloudy start, turning sunny by tomorrow afternoon in the Umpqua, the Cascades. An isolated snow shower. Temperatures are going to be in the 20s, single digit for overnight lows. Same thing out in Central Oregon. Wind chills are going to be very cold as well, below 0 to about 10 below. And we'll see a isolated shower turning some sunny skies by the afternoon in the valley. Now, overnight lows even out at the coast will be dipping into the 20s over the next couple of days. But before we return to warmer air coming for the weekend and more rain, the Umpqua Basin could also see a wintry mix early Saturday. But Thursday, Friday, highs in the mid-30s, very cold, even chillier than that in the Cascades, and single digits for overnight lows. And of course, here in the valley, it'll feel very similar to that cold snap we had in the beginning of December. We'll have to watch very carefully that system timing, all of that still in play for Saturday, and we'll be fine-tuning that every single night this week.
All right.